Hello, everyone. LJ Young. I'm a debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I create plans to help people get out of debt. Plus, I also share my experiences as to when years ago I used to live in the debt matrix. Now I live outside the debt matrix, and I help people that they don't understand how come no matter how much money they make, they can't figure out why they can't get ahead. It doesn't matter. They just cannot figure out why they still living paycheck to paycheck, no matter how much money they make. I'm here to help you. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now this is more of a random one because in Facebook I belong to a lot of financial chat rooms, and when you come from a being debt free, I want you to understand being debt free is really, really rare. Rare. Some people don't even believe it exists. Okay. So when I go in and talk debt free, speak language, money has two languages, debt and debt free. If you always been in debt your whole life, you only speak debt. I need you to clearly understand that. Believe me when I say it. When you're in debt, you don't realize what you're saying. You don't. You don't realize what you're saying. Okay. I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, I belong to a lot of Facebook finance rooms, finance groups, a lot of finance groups, right? And then there's people. Now this particular one is a home loan one, right? You get these people coming in. Hey, I'm about to buy a home. What are the best things I should do, right? You know, what are the steps? And these people come in. They talking about these FHA loans, right? Oh, I didn't have to hardly put any money down. I got a 30-year mortgage, no money down, this and that, and it never understanding. And now here are people coming in that don't know how to purchase a house, right? And they're asking advice, and they're getting it since they don't know about money. They're getting the advice from other people that don't know about money. It's crazy. It's so crazy. But if you don't know about money, you have no idea. So when I come in and I give my advice, hey, if you do this, if you want a house, you better have 20% or more down. You walk into the bank, you see what their best prime rate mortgage they have. They'll give you the qualifications. If you don't qualify, you leave the bank and don't come back until you do qualify. Period. That's it. There's no other. There's no other. You gotta people that are looking for first time. You gotta think. Okay, think. And what I'm telling you, I'm right. You know why I'm right? Because math says so. Not just me. Math says so. Okay, so you got to think. If you go into the bank and you look for their prime rate mortgage, and they say, "Hey, you don't qualify," but then they say, "But you do qualify for this." You got to stop and think. Wait a minute. You said no for the same house, but for this loan for the same house, you want to know what the difference is? Your money. You're going to pay more for that house than what it's worth. Period. You know why? Because math says so. Now, what I want you don't I understand you guys don't understand the young people. Okay? Never forget, you are new to earth. There's people been here 40, 50, 20 years longer than you. Take a step back. Don't you see it what everybody else is doing? Those are all the people in the debt matrix, okay? They're caught up. They don't know they're caught up. There's another way. Step outside the debt matrix. Do what do the opposite of the majority. I'm telling you. Don't get caught up. Oh, the housing prices are going up. We're running out of homes and all this other stuff. And then you get hyped up and then you jump into something you know nothing about. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. This is what I'm telling you. As long as there are people with mortgages, there will always be homes available to you. Never forget that. And you're probably thinking, what do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean. Because math says so. All right. Always remember, because math says so. Out of those 30 years that person gets that mortgage, they cannot have one life mess up financially, or else they're out of that home. That's a huge gap of something not happening. Good luck. Good luck. And if you just chill, don't worry about, hey, the rent is same than the mortgage. Don't fall in that stupid nonsense. That's nonsense. If somebody tells you should buy a house because the mortgage is the same as the rent, you better stop taking advice from them because they're wrong. And it's going to cost you big. And for those of you that maybe already signed a FHA mortgage and you flipping through all those papers, sign here, initial here, sign here, initial here. I'm saying it because I did it. Sign here, initial here, sign here, initial here. You have no idea what you're signing in initially. And you know that lump that you feel in your stomach that you're feeling as you're signing these papers? You know what that's saying? You're fucking up. I'm just going to say it how it is. You're fucking up financially. You're committing financial suicide. You sign all those papers, they hand you the keys and say you're a homeowner. You got to stop and think, wait a minute. I just borrowed the money from you. How could I possibly be a homeowner? You're not. You're a loan owner. Not a homeowner. You're a loan owner. All you got to do is this, okay? If you feel if you feel like you should own a house right now, I want you to stop and think to yourself, does my bank account feel the same way? It's not very hard to tell. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm looking at myself too. Okay, I want you to understand. When I'm looking at myself in the camera, because I did it. Now I'm laughing at myself for doing it, okay? I'm not laughing at you, all right? Because it's so simple. It's 6th grade math. How come I didn't fucking think of that shit? I could have saved myself hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm sorry. It makes me angry. All right, back to us. I wasn't a homeowner. I was a loan owner. I didn't own that house. That's why I was borrowing the money in the first place, because I didn't have the money. If you apply this to every aspect of your life, you will be rich. I'm telling you. You want to be a millionaire? Get out of the debt matrix. When you think about financing a car, you got to stop and think, hey, I'm financing a car because I don't have the money. If you're financing a phone, let me tell you people, if you're financing cell phones, you are in big financial trouble if you're financing a cell phone. You got to stop and think, how come I don't have the cash to buy this phone? People are financing shoes, pants, shirts. You better get out the debt matrix if you ever want to become a millionaire. Debt-free people like myself, we don't look at shit like that. Financing depreciating objects with interest? Are you insane? That's insanity. And people say it out loud all the time. They just, oh no, I couldn't buy this phone. Oh heck no, I ain't tossing up all that money for this phone. But you financed it? But those are people in the debt matrix. When you come across a house, okay, please, 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 if you don't even believe me, all right, fuck what I'm saying. All right? When I cuss, I want to tell you, I'm doing that because of the seriousness of it. Fuck what I'm saying. Go to the bank, look for the top qualified loan, get the requirements, whatever, and then go over to an FHA loan, look up the requirements, go hire a lawyer and say, hey, lawyer, tell me the difference between these two. Because you're about to drop $300,000-$400,000. It's no different than a business, but this time it's the business with you. The bank understands it's business with you, but if you take the shit personally, that's your problem. Since you put your feelings in it, it's your problem. Never mix your feelings with your money, ever. I don't care what you say, don't ever do it. Get a lawyer. Say, tell me the difference between these two, because I have no idea. I don't understand real estate, housing buying. Don't even worry about it. Get somebody professional, and then he'll come back unbiased and tell you, hey, if you use this, you'll get the best money. If you use this, you're going to be paying double. If you don't know what PMI is, you're not ready for a house. You're not. If you decided this year, I mean, just thinking about, maybe I should get a house this year. You're not ready for a house. That's a long preparation. You guys don't even get it. I didn't get it. This is a prepared thing. You got to weave through all the people. Let me give you one thing so you could tell how you can understand how rare debt free is. Okay, ask 20 of your friends, are you debt free? Have you ever thought about it? Do you believe it to be even true? I'm debt free, people, and there's other people like me, but with this minute, and it's lovely. It's lovely. And then when you don't find no one, because you're not, you're gonna get the people, oh, I'm sort of debt free. If you don't, look out for this answer, okay? Look out for this answer. Oh, I'm debt free for except everything, the student loan and the house. Then that's math says you're not debt free. Then that's math. That's not even me. That's math. Math says you're in a negative, so that means you're not debt free. When you're debt free, you're not in the negative. That's according to math. Period. If you're borrowing the money, that means you don't have the money. That's what math says. Banks are in the business of making money. That's their business. Don't look at them as a bad entity. They're making money. And if you just watch what they do, they say, hey, come on over. You want some of this money? Come on over and get some. Oh, but you got to take the steps like we did. You just don't get to skip to the top. Get out of that game. Get out of the debt matrix. If you're listening to me and your feelings are starting to bother you, you're already messing up. You're already messing up. All you got to do is say, hey, fuck him. Let me check with my calculator. Damn, he's right. Then afterwards, you can say, I don't like him. That's cool. That's cool. But if I can help you still, that makes me, oh, sorry, you guys. That makes me feel good. If I can help you, that makes me feel good. All right. Now, before I leave, please like, subscribe, DebtAintMyDaddy.com, Instagram, DebtAintMyDaddy, Facebook, DebtAintMyDaddy. If you need help, it starts with your credit report. Reach out to me, DebtAintMyDaddy@gmail.com. It starts there. You don't even have to do nothing. Let me create the plan for you, put it up on your refrigerator, and say, I'll get to it when I get to it. As long as you have a plan and the math is right, that's all you care about. Don't care about everybody else in the debt matrix. Use some of the things I tell you guys about so you guys can kind of hear. Like, let me give you a couple examples. If you hear somebody complain about overdraft fees out loud in public, never take financial advice from them, ever. Okay? If somebody says, hey, I got an awesome deal on this finance car, never take financial advice from them, ever. If somebody says, hey, don't answer that, it's a bill collector, don't ever take financial advice from them, ever. If somebody says, hey, look, I went to the cell phone company and I financed 3 phones and got 1 free. Never take financial advice from them, ever. Because all you got to think about, nothing in this world is free. Why would they be in business? They understand their business. If you don't understand that, that's your problem. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out. Bye.